Galnet News Digest, 13th of March, 3311. We read the news so you don't have to. In this week's news, the partially suspended colonisation trial is hailed as a remarkable success. There are growing signs that there may be Thargoids living among us. And we get some bare metal paint jobs for the 4 new ships.
News corporations around the galaxy have declared system colonisation a success, despite the ongoing pause for which there seems no end in sight. Writing in the Federal Times, Harlow Nasri welcomed the opportunity the colonisation of new systems has given to those displaced from Sol and surrounding systems by the Thargoid invasion. The Imperial Herald focused on the opportunity for expansion the colonisation of new star systems offers the Empire, while the Alliance Tribune's editorial wondered, given the immense effort being spent on establishing new colonies, just how far the new frontier will expand. The answer to that last question is not at all, at least for now, as the ability to colonise new systems remains on hold following its suspension just a week after the initiative started. The Pilots Federation has said it's unable to give any timescales for full resumption, but reminds system architects of existing colonies that they can continue to develop new settlements within those existing systems. There are some issues with the placement of starports and with the clarity of documentation, and the Pilots Federation remains keen to receive reports from system architects experiencing problems during this trial period. Brewer Corporation, manufacturer of starports, which is sponsoring the initiative to colonise new systems and build more starports, has announced that in the first 2 weeks, 26,684 systems have been claimed. 13,165 systems have been successfully colonised with the primary starport completed. 24,037 new starports and orbital outposts have been built. 14,216 surface installations have been commissioned, and an amazing 983,599,593 units of cargo have been delivered to construction sites. Brewer Corporation shares rose sharply following the announcement.
Are the Thargoids really banished from the bubble, or are they really still living among us? There's growing evidence that they might still have a presence in the bubble. Though of course, the Thargoids have never really gone away. Thargoids can still be found torturing wrecked megaships in systems such as Desiat. But this is a small and widely tolerated presence, unconnected with the invasion of 3308. Yesterday, Commander CuppaWolnir experienced a strange green light at the end of his hyperspace tunnel when jumping from Hurlio to Hujona. The ship wasn't close to any known Thargoid presence, and there were no Guardian or Thargoid artefacts on board. The jump completed normally, with no indication what the light might have been. As reported yesterday by the Burr Pit, Commander Darkest Wired reported seeing a significant number of Thargoid combat zones in the Tikurua system, on the hubward side of the bubble. The CZs persisted for some hours before they mysteriously vanished. The system now appears to be a perfectly ordinary independent system, under the patronage of Prime Minister Edmund Mahan. And then there is the HIP 2827 system. This peculiar system has no human factions at all, despite the presence of orbital outposts and surface settlements. It is populated by what appear to be normal, if slightly vacant-looking humans. But when you look to see who they're working for, the answer is unsettling. These apparently human beings are working for the Thargoids. Could these be some of the people abducted by Thargoids and later recovered from the Thargoid Titans and released into Alliance society? How could such a system exist and be overlooked by almost everyone? Only Commander Serbanstein has been single-handedly trying to point out that the Thargoids have such a presence in plain sight. Perhaps The empty-eyed stares of the inhabitants of HIP 2827 should make us worried, very worried.
Commanders who've bought the 4 Super Cruise overcharge optimised ships that were released in 3310 might have been wondering when gold and chrome paint jobs would become available. Well, there's something almost as good. The brushed finish, golden and chromed paint jobs for Python Mark II, Lakon Type 8, Mandalay and Cobra Mark V are all now available and at an introductory discount. If you haven't spent all your arcs renaming your new starports and outposts, you might like to take a look at the store page and see if there's anything there that you might like.
And that's this week's Galnet News. Galnet News. We read the news so you don't have to.